Regulators! Mount up.
What up, it's your boy Big Truck. Conversation and reviews, the King's Table. Shout out to my man Coffee and Whiskey Podcast. He got some things to say. I got some things to say, and then the spirit of the universe gonna take us home. Grab a shoulder pad and help me to peep this out.
Your man cheat on you, don't come on here telling us about it. Don't go telling your mama about it. Don't go telling your sister about it. Don't go tell nobody about it. I'm sorry. You gonna have to be friends with Chat GTP or something. Because at the end of the day, when he cheats or does something to you, you come telling everybody, now we hate him. We want him, we want him knocked off. You know what I mean? We don't like him. We're not about to get no good D and forgive him like you about to.
Hey, sister, right though. She got a very, very good valid point. Why is it that every time the relationships don't work out, y'all break up, you got your dude cheating? Why you want to take it to social media? Why you want to take it to TikTok and air out your business? You think you think you putting him on blast, but you also putting yourself on blast. You also disrespecting yourself and you making yourself look bad. Some shit is just meant to be kept behind closed doors. Y'all be adults and handle that shit behind closed doors at home. Don't take that shit to the internet, because what you put on the internet, that shit stays on the internet.
Get tonight. We ain't getting that D down. So we just gonna hate him forever now. Looking at him crazy at Thanksgiving dinner, looking at him on social media like, oh, I hate his black ass. You know what I mean? Like, don't tell nobody.
Don't tell nobody unless you gonna tell your part, because it takes two. You notice that. They always tell the one-sided story, but they don't never tell both sides what they've done. Only what the other person has done. That shit ain't cool, son.
If that man is cheating you and you just feel like you're gonna take him back, just don't say nothing. Even if you don't take him back, don't say nothing until you leave the house. Like, until your bags is packed and you out the house. Like, then call and tell us and talk shit. But like, for real, like, I think that's where a lot of the issues in relationships come from. And a lot of relationships don't have a lot of support because women go and they go tell all the business.
And women like to keep other women single, especially if they bitter and they angry and they fucked up, they slow, something wrong with them. The elevator don't go all the way up. Women like to keep other women single, and be careful of the advice that you get. Trust that.
A lot of times, I don't know if a man be too embarrassed when he gets cheated on. He just don't say nothing like, oh man, I ain't digging it down right. They gonna know. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what the hell that's about. But men, if they get cheated on, they do typically leave, most likely. But women, we more than likely will take a cheater back. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, if he's cheating and you catch him, hey, don't even look through the phone. Like,
that's what happens when you choose Pookie and Ray Ray. And then you get mad when Pookie and Ray Ray do what they do. A man of good value ain't gonna cheat. A woman of good value ain't gonna cheat. But when you dealing with these modern feminists, mop bucket hoes, this is the type of dudes they choose. So therefore, can't even be mad at the shit that they do. Because look who you are spreading it open for. Look at who you let nothing up in you. Run till that.
Unless you're gonna leave, don't look through that phone unless you got plans on leaving. Don't look through the phone, then cry, and then beat them up, and then take them back, and then fight the girl. Like, just stop. Like, you know what's gonna happen. And my intuition told me, yes, your intuition is right 100% of the time, baby girl. But if you ain't gonna do nothing, don't be looking through that phone. Just let it go. So, again, y'all got to be friends with Chat GTP, get a therapist or something, but just stop telling people y'all business.
We just said this earlier, a few clips ago. You don't have to tell your business on the internet at all right? Because there's people that are possibly hoping and praying on your demise and your downfall. And when they see it come through, it's going to make them happy, or they might snake behind your back and do something stupid.
Oh, yeah, because what they're doing is they're waiting for an opportunity. Oh, he's single? Oh, hell yeah. Now I can slide right on in. Can you really be mad? No, you cannot. Because you done set up here and aired the man's business out there.
That's exactly what happens.
Let me tell you something. A man will literally marry a woman who works at McDonald's.
She fucking gets it. Gets it. Simple as they come. And this is a black woman who said this. This is a black woman of good character, of good value. Stand on business and sit on chrome. Continue to talk, queen. Continue to talk and make sure you say it out loud that these modern women will get it, because they losing right now. Men are winning, they losing.
Like, they do not care about your money. If they are not users, they do not care about your money. They don't care about your accolades. They don't care how many degrees you got. They literally don't. They literally don't. And actually men love those types of women because women who lead with those things, they have a desperate mindset. They have a mindset that it's kind of like you're in a way, you're inadvertently saying that I'm better because I have these things.
And they're not pure. They're not wholesome. They're not organic. It's like copy and paste conversations. You're saying something that the last woman done said. How many times a man done heard this same exact thing before? I'm tired of hearing that shit. But see, you get you a woman that is original. You get you a woman that is simple. She gonna go 50-50 with you. She gonna go 100 on 100 with you. She gonna meet you where you stand. If there's something that she like within you, she gonna approach you because she's going to know how. She's not going to be afraid nor intimidated. But she's gonna open up that door of conversation and allow you to walk in. Run till that.
And the audience that you're trying to pitch for does not care about those things. So you showing up to a man saying, oh, I have this degree, I have this job, I have this career. Those men are just thinking like, I really don't care what you have. Yeah, they're going to take it in and they're going to say, okay, blah, 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 blah. But they really don't care about it because most times those types.
It plays a part, but it is not the only thing. Let me highlight that and make that clear. It plays a part, but it's not the only thing. Can you bring peace? Do you know how to love? Are you ready to love? Heaven forbid, if something happens to me and I was forced to sit down for a minute, can I count on you to be there and help take care of the house until I land back on my feet? These are those hard questions that modern women avoid to ask, avoid to have, avoid to answer, because it forces them to think logic instead of them being in a fucking Delulu land.
Types of women, and nobody don't take this the wrong way. Most times, those types of women, they do have a masculine mindset. They have like this boss bee mindset. And most times, those women, they are very, very, very insecure. Like, they are very insecure. And it's kind of like, because they have risen so high in their career, those women will outwardly confident, but they're inwardly insecure, and men can pick up on that because you're leading with your finances. Why are you leading with your finances to a man?
Instead of leading with your heart, leading with your mind. See, modern feminist women are they losing by the million. They've been losing by the millions. Men have been picking up on this stuff. Men have been reading the room. Men have been having conversations with each other. All this stuff here. And thankful and grateful to the content creators out there that are leaning in with positive energy, that are realistic with their talking points and their advice giving.
You're trying to be in competition. You're trying to show him like, I want you to see my worth. I have this and I have this more than other women, so I want you to see my worth. That is not confident. If I were to meet somebody, I would not lead with anything, okay? I'm going to lead with, first of all, one thing that I hate in the dating world is when men would ask me certain stuff like, what do you like to do? Blah, blah. Don't ask me. We are not on an interview. Don't ask me anything. I will tell them I'm not in the mood for talking. I'm not in the mood for talking. Let's not ask each other questions. Let's just.
I understand where she's going with it because I don't like that question either. However, there's a way to let an individual know or to shift a conversation, okay? There's a way to do that. One asks you a question like that. You know what? Let's just let the beat ride. Let's allow everything to flow. Most people do not allow another individual to like them. You have to be willing to allow someone to like you. Sit back and relax. Let yourself go. Allow everything to flow organically. You don't have to make a person feel like they're on an interview, even with your question asking. Ask a little bit here, there. Enjoy spending time with that individual. Embrace that. Try it.
Just enjoy the moment, because I just don't really care. My job here is not to impress you. It's not. My job is not here to impress you. I am not on, what is it called? I am not being interrogated. Don't ask me anything, because who are you? And a lot of women, they answer some questions like, yes, I know how to cook, I know how to clean, I can do this. I don't do that. I'll be looking.
No, just allow it to flow within conversation. There's ways to ask questions in order to get answers versus asking questions and making a person feel like they're being interrogated.
Looking like, I literally tell a man, if they start getting on my nerves, I'll be like, I really don't feel like talking. I don't care how fine you are. I don't feel like talking. You know, like, or I'll say, you're asking too many questions. I'm not here to answer questions.
I wouldn't say those two things. However, again, it's not what you say, it's how you say what you say. So, ladies, gentlemen, work on that. Don't just shut down. Don't just, I don't feel like talking. Don't ask me that. No, there's ways, because a person doesn't know. A person is getting to know you. And 9 times out of 10, man or woman, they don't mean no harm. They really don't.
You know, that's just simple. But yes, so just take notice. You know, when you go out with men or whatever, and you start leading with your finances, put in the back of your head, they don't give a fuck. They don't. They're going to treat you just like they treat the woman at McDonald's, and they might treat her better because their ego lets them know that she needs them, and you have let them know.
And also, too, that woman that works at McDonald's is more appreciative, and she has good communication skills, because to work at McDonald's or a waitress, you got to have good communication skills. You got to know how to communicate. Most women nowadays don't communicate well. It's obvious to say most men don't communicate well. That's a two-edged sword statement. But at the end of the day, I've seen women that work at McDonald's, that work at Denny's, that are servers, that are servers, and they look damn good too. And they're pleasant, they're respectful, their energy, man. Come on now.
Know that I have this and I'm in competition with you. Even if you're not in competition with him, it's the mindset of I have this, I have that. You know, look at me. I want you to think that I'm better than other women. Oh, I'm so different. You know how many men meet women who make a lot of money? Men don't give a fuck about that. They do not. They literally do not, okay? They care about what is here. And a lot of women do not have it right here. They might have it right here, but they don't have it right here, okay? Those be the women who the men can finagle and finesse real quick, because they think that just because they're book smart, they're mentally smart. And them be the ones who get chewed up and spit out by men.
I feel like a masculine man will marry anybody who he feels is going to bring him peace, confidence, level him up, he relates with, all those sort of things. For real. To settle a man down that is high value, to making a lot of money, that's a busy schedule, and he's interested in you, you're a lucky one. But remember, they don't have a lot of guys out there that...
But here's the thing, though. Women are the prize. Men are the prize. It's two good people that come together. They both are the prize. And that's what a large number of individuals, mainly women, are forgetting. It's two good people that come together, they both the prize. You see what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with the man shooting his shot. There's nothing wrong with the woman shooting her shot. There's nothing wrong with the man approaching a woman. There's nothing wrong with the woman approaching a man. When you see something you like or you want or you need, you're going to go after it. It's not what you say, it's how you say. It's not what you do, it's how you do it.
A millionaire spending times with shorties like this, investing in those. They don't have a lot of really good men, successful men that, you know what I'm saying, that is going to McDonald's. Now, she's saying a masculine man will marry a woman who works at McDonald's versus a CEO. CEO will probably choose over that person because they don't match well. But a masculine man who's looking for a feminine woman that jives well and they can get to that level, I can see that happening.
So I went to another Crush Club event down in Houston today, and I want to talk about it. So I'll start off by saying I freaking love what Crush Club is doing. Like, I love that they do this, and I will probably go to every single Crush Club just because I love the vibe. I love what they do and how they do it. So today was a Crush Club, and it was at a brewery. I don't know if I said that right, but basically it was from like, I believe 10:30 to 4. And it was like a 3-level brewery. Anyway, I got there closer to 2 o'clock. Okay. And when I got there, compared to the Valentine's Day weekend one, there were definitely like 80% women. Okay, I'll say 70% women, 30% men. Like the moment I walked in, I was like,
Listen, these singles events, I'm going to put it to you like this. You're going to have a large number of women going to those single events. You're going to have a less number amount of men going to those events. You know, why should it benefit a man to go? Really, when you look at the dating pool and you look at what's been happening and going on, why set yourself up? You see what I'm saying? Why set yourself up to attend an event as such and you already know, like, all right, you got to have this, you got to have that, and you ain't trying to do all that shit. And you're going to choose peace. A man's going to choose peace over a fucking singles event. A man is going to choose getting some takeout, going to the crib, chilling, playing this game or watching this movie, or calling a shorty that wants to spend time with him, that doesn't mind coming over. He's going to call her over. They're going to have some takeout. They're going to have a few drinks. They're going to end up smashing. It's going to be lovely. Whether she leaves or she spends the night, it's whatever. But again, men are on a whole nother level in 2026. Why spend money on a woman that ain't your wife? Stop spending money and taking time out for women when they don't like you, but they like your money. They don't want to spend time with you. They want to spend time with your pocketbook. They don't want to sleep with you. But the motherfuckers got their hands out. They ain't trying to get to know you. But they trying to beg from you. Keep the shit a million.
why are there so many women here? I was like, oh my God, like, where are the men? And the men were there, like, they were there, but there were just so many more women that it was just hard to see them. Like, what the heck? And so that was kind of a shock because the last Crush Club event, I felt like it was a good, like, 60-50. Like, obviously women being...
Yeah, man, fuck all of this shit. I'm done. Listen, men, keep your mind on your money and your money on your mind.